Besties, it's Rosie. You guys, I brought my morning coffee to the park. I actually got a different coffee today. I decided to go to Sheets and I got the cherry latte with the marshmallow cold foam. Bestie. Good choice. Anyway, I came to the park and I felt guided to go to like a different area of the park that I don't really go to, and there was the most beautiful cat walking around. She's literally like walking around my car right now. She like followed me over here. She's so pretty. She's like long haired. She's like mostly white, but she has some, I don't even know, like stripy, almost calico. Beautiful omen. All right, bestie. I'm picking up on an energy today for someone who, I don't know if this is going to be like the basis of the message or this is just a quick aside, but the message that I got was that if you're having trouble finding love or finding like a relationship, or if your relationship isn't going well, the place where you're living is somehow contributing to that. There's something about the place where you're living that is partially responsible for what's happening there. Let's see if Spirit can give me any more insight on that. I'm actually getting a pretty clear message about it, but it's there's a lot going on at once, so let's see if they can bring that info down a little bit slower, a little bit clearer. Spirit, what would you like my collective to know about that? Bestie. I pulled the Justice, the Four of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. That's 4-4. 4-4 could be significant to you, and the Tower on the bottom of the deck. Bestie, there's about to be a big shakeup in your stability. And the severity of this shakeup or how destabilizing it is will vary for everyone. I'm not picking up on anything too crazy, but there are some outliers. So I see for some like this could be troubling when it comes to pass. But for the majority of you, you're just kind of having a realization that where you've been living or what you've been doing isn't serving you. It's not good enough. Like you're kind of settling by staying there. And that settling energy is likely why your relationships aren't going the way you want them to, or your love life isn't going the way you want it to. If where you lay your head at night is somewhere where you don't feel completely comfortable, if that isn't a situation that you feel like is deserving of your energy, then everything else in your life is going to kind of be colored by that. You know what I mean? Like where you live has a pretty big importance, and that could just be like the house or the dwelling that you're living in, or it could just be like the actual town that you're in. Like maybe that energy just doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe it's just kind of like timed out. Spirit, what else would you like my collective to know about this? Bestie, I pulled the Deep Knowing card and the New Life card. There's something calling to you. Maybe you already know where you're supposed to go. Maybe you have like this deep internal knowing that you know you're not supposed to be here, and for some of you, maybe that's all you know. Maybe you know that like this isn't the place for you and you're not really sure what's next. And for others of you, you know exactly where you're headed. And there's this deep like beating in your heart, like the pulse of your heart is bringing you closer to that place. Spirit, they're telling me to use my Lenormand deck. I'm not sure if I had that. Yes, I do. Guys, how is the full moon treating you? It moved into Sagittarius today, so we're out of the Scorpio vibes into a different kind of chaos. Bestie, if where you're living now is somewhere where your family lives and you're feeling called to leave that place, I see that one thing that might be standing in your way, whether it's actually standing in your way or it's just like something you know is going to happen, is like your family is not going to be supportive of that. Like they're going to feel some type of way about you leaving. But the thing is, like, in order to fulfill your highest hopes, your highest wishes for your own life, you will have to remove yourself from the people, things, and places that aren't in alignment with it. Bestie, I see some good news approaching. In fact, I see For some of you, this could come in the form of like actually someone like announcing this to you. And for some of you, this could come in the form of like an insight that is attempting to come through for you. I'm seeing the suggestion that you need to go out in nature. You need to spend time in nature, around trees, around water. You really need to get back to this energy. There's just like a lot clouding your energy right now. I had this really weird download when I was in the woods the other day. I don't even know if I should talk about this on here because it was like a really weird one, but whatever, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. So I was walking around the woods with my best friend, and I had this really like weird knowing that when you go out into the woods, into nature, it's like an energy exchange that is happening. And what's happening, this isn't true for like all places, but for the place that we were, it was actually like taking our energy, but it was taking energy that we had too much of in our system. It was almost like, you know how in the olden days they would put leeches on people to like let the blood, and it would cure them of, you know, like various illnesses and ailments and stuff that they had. That's kind of like what it was. Like we were going out into nature, and it was the equivalent of like letting blood with leeches. Like we just had too much of an energy that had built up in our system, and we needed to let it out. So that's kind of like the energy that I'm getting here. Like you need to go out into nature because there's something in your energetic field that is clouding your vision, and you need to just like let the leeches do their work. If you have a park near you, I would go check out that park. Check out the vibes. Spirit, anything else for this collective? Same same card. Go to the park, besties. I'm actually going to show this card to you. Maybe there's something here for you. The number 26 could be significant. It's the 9 of Wands in this deck. All right, bestie, I'm not really getting any other download from that. Actually, no. One more. Spirit says that this is kind of like a Wheel of Fortune energy. Like the wheel is turning in your favor and luck is going to be on your side. So even though there might be some opposition from the people around you about this, like Spirit is guiding the ship. Like know that obstacles are not a reason to stop in your tracks. It's just an indication that like you need to possibly like shift course or shift strategy. So don't let these naysayers get you down. Don't let them bog you down. You have this knowing in your heart for a reason. You know that you're supposed to leave here, and you know that it's important to your long-term happiness. So don't really worry about how other people feel about that, bestie. Your number one is you. Love you.